Right, thank you. My handwriting is terrible, so please try your best to listen because it will be your only chance to understand what I'm saying. Please take this in spirit. We're not actually suggesting that we do this, but something like this could help solve the problem. So the problem is that basically the labor market is out of whack. You have the supply of labor who doesn't know what their opportunities are, and then you have the demand for labor that doesn't know where to find the talent that it needs. So let's bring it down. This is WebWorks Limited. It's an SME with 40 employees, but it cannot find the talent that it needs to become a huge FTSE 100 company and take over the world. Why can it find the talent that it needs? Because the talent out there is either not properly skilled or too expensive, or just unreasonable in their demands. And here's little Johnny, who's a teenager and has big decisions to make very soon. But little Johnny has a lot of hurdles, and these are hurdles I tried to draw, that he needs to overcome. So by the time that little Johnny realizes that his dream job is at WebWorks, he will have already been through a succession of miracles to get there. So the first problem is, well, Johnny's family doesn't know anything about web or webs other than spider webs. That's their only experience of it. And at school, yes, teachers should do this, teachers should do that. Teachers have had to become almighty characters that basically sort out everything that is wrong in society. But that's unfortunately not the case at his school. And he's lacking role models because he has no uncles or aunties who ever worked anywhere close to WebWorks. So if we just summarize that, he's facing information hurdles, he's facing aspirational hurdles, and very likely he will face financial hurdles as well, because financing education is not as easy as it was 2 generations ago. And then there are all these different pathways he could take. He could go do an apprenticeship. He could go into entrepreneurship, whatever that is, and he could go into further or higher education. So that he kind of knows, but then what? What comes after this? How do you fund these things? Where do you go? Where do you actually get jobs after having done your courses? What kind of jobs? What do people do? Can I relate to them? All these questions. Little Johnny's head, he's going crazy. The solution is the Amazon for careers. Talent.co.uk. I don't know if this domain is available, but on this portal, employers can find how employers like them have sourced talent. For instance, learning about apprenticeship schemes and how to go about them, and a forum with other SMEs telling you how to navigate the intricacies of ivory towerish government schemes, or how to upskill your own people. You don't necessarily have to go outside, but how do you fund education and training for your own people? I don't know. Where to find graduates, apprentices. Other people like me have recruited this person. What does that person's career look like? What does the LinkedIn profile look like? Where do they go? Where can I find those guys? So that's for the employers. And for Johnny, it's even better, because you have people learning about courses, their employment prospects, the earning expectations over periods of time, so that they can decide, well, in 5 years I want to be there, in 20 years I want to be there. They have live testimonials from people who've been there, who've done it, and feedback. They have a community of support online around them. It's all peer-to-peer advice. What else? So it's real stuff. It's not a careers advisor who's been paid to figure out what web development might look like. It's a web developer telling you what his day-to-day looks like. Yeah, that kind of thing. So that's one of the solutions that we came up with. Please just take it in spirit. We don't necessarily have to do this exactly like this, but please do this. Point number 2, instituting a career service. So for example, in this country, you can be called to be a jury, and you have to tick certain boxes, and then you can become a member of a jury and do your duty to society. What if you had to provide careers advice, careers testimonials? Just talk about what you do. It doesn't cost anyone anything, and people love to talk about themselves, so you don't even need to pay them. And 3, just please sort out finance for education at all levels. So if any of these 3 things were done, then I think it would be a better place.